Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Blend show with me, Reed Dailey. This is the weekly rundown, and if you are new around here, this is the segment of the show where I feature what is going on across Dailey Blend, what is going on with Drinks with Greg, Negronis with Greg, special projects, tools, tips, and tricks to either download from Dailey Blend or to find on the web, and just some great update on what's going on in the world. As always, you can like, follow, subscribe Dailey Blend on Instagram and X at Dailey Blend. You can also subscribe to this show on Spotify and Apple Podcast. We are also replaying or reposting these over on YouTube now. And with all of that said, let's jump into the show. So from a music standpoint, big month for me. I've been a huge Gabriel and Dresden fan for 20 plus years. And I'm going to be featuring mixes from their back catalog, their mixed and feed album, different essential mixes, et cetera. We're also going to feature some of their original productions, remixes, and bootlegs. And if I can actually get my act together and record the Dailey Blend episode 150 of the Dailey Blend podcast, that's my other show, thinking about renaming that to a mix show, by the way. Then I will do a special edition Gabriel and Dresden mix where I actually pick out some of my favorite original tracks, remixes, bootlegs, collaboration songs, and do a whole mix with their music. But for now, let's talk about what's been up on Dailey Blend over the last week or so. So thanks to my text chain with a couple of my Southern buddies that are big into music, I got pointed in the direction of Parcel. They have a really unique sound that I thought was pretty impressive and something different than what I've been posting more recently. So go check that out. You can search for Parcels on Dailey Blend. You can also go to the weekly rundown post and I relink it. I also linked back to all the other past Music Monday features. In terms of Throwback Thursdays, last week we sort of kicked off the Gabriel and Dresden announcement. We also featured the essential mix that they recorded for Pete Tong's show back in 2021. And it's got a lot of, Gabriel and Dresden hits and classics. And I was a big fan. I've listened to it, 4 or 5 times since kind of tracking that mix down again. So both of those posts just about kind of Gabriel and Dresden, as well as the 2006 essential mix, are up and live, and you can check all the back catalogs of Throwback Thursdays on Dailey Blend. In terms of mix series, I kind of mentioned I'm in a stalemate. I've just analysis paralysis on recording the episode 150 of the show, debating if I want to do that on Ableton or with the RX or DJ RX3. There's pros and cons to both. But I think I'm going to do episode 150 on Ableton, but I'm gearing up for Sunday sessions. So I'm hoping to record Sunday sessions this weekend, but I like to do a little bit of prep in terms of vignettes and songs I like. Now, the only hang up was, for some reason, my body decided to wake up at 2:30 this morning. So it's 4:15 here. So it's been a long day. So we'll see if I can actually muster up the energy to go through, 200 or 300 tracks and try to get down to 50 or so. But that wraps it up for the music portion of kind of my update. Let's talk about what's going on with Drink with Greg and Negronis with Greg. So if you've been living under a rock, you would not know that my longtime friend, who I've gone to a ton of Gabriel Dresden shows, ironically, with, started a company called Drink with Greg, We've got content. You can purchase adult beverages from our portal. It's fulfilled through a third party, so don't fear not. They do a fantastic job. And for the drink of the week, I've got the Lamp Lighter In, which is a cool cocktail that was created by the bar manager at Death & Co. And it's really about, reusing ingredients or using kind of what's available in terms of seltzers. There's some heavy cream and coffee grounds. And so I haven't made the drink yet, but based on how today's gone and the need of coffee, I'm probably going to go and have that. If you go look on the post, you can also go check out or link to the Drink with Greg podcast, as well as the Negronis with Greg podcast. We're about to be on episode number 8. And you can follow, subscribe to Drink with Greg and Negronis with Greg on X and Instagram. All right, moving from Drink with Greg, let's talk about Friday Top 5s. So kind of continuing the theme, and I think we're going to run through this till the end of the year. The Friday Top 5 is no longer a post. It's what they call a gated asset. And so if you want to get fantastic goodness in your inbox every Friday, you got to subscribe. You can go to daileyblend.com/newsletter and subscribe. Last week, we did a really nice job of missing Friday and put it out on Saturday, but it was still, good content. I just forgot to hit send or schedule it. But we talked about some really cool stuff with Cricket Shirts from Austin, Texas, who we've had on the podcast, and they've done a nice collaboration with the MLS. We highlighted a YouTube video from Scott Galloway making some, predictions, as he always does, and kind of reflections. And then we went into some new music because, who doesn't love music? And MGMT, who was a big part of the soundtrack of my life, right? When I moved back to Atlanta for the second time in 2008, 2009, 10 era, is coming out with their 5th studio album, Lost Life. So these guys put out an album every 5 years. So let's hope it's great. And I don't have it yet. And then my favorite thing was this Duke Cannon Supply Buffalo Trace soap. So I highlighted some soap on the newsletter. So a buddy of mine won the soap bar at the paddle banquet last year that I play in. We kind of made a joke about that he was going to spell Bush or Bud Light. And when I saw that they had Buffalo Trace in a body wash, I had to get it as more of a joke, but it turns out it's really good product, smells great. It's got kind of a sandalwood smell and texture is great. It kind of feels like something you'd have in shop class. So it's pretty cool. Did a little research on them. They kind of sold out to a private equity group. So, they've got some financial backing. They must be doing all right. You can, like I said, you can subscribe to the newsletter, and you can also go check out the archives, because we didn't just pull those back from all previous Friday Top 5 posts when we were kind of posting those, and they weren't a gated asset. We've been talking about this for a long time, and we just haven't done it, which is tool and toolkits. And one of them that I've been working on more deliberately is a social media toolkit. So I started the draft, about a month ago. And the idea was to do planning on Sundays or Saturday morning Sundays, and then kind of execute on that plan and document it and see if writing things down ahead of time from a planning perspective and then crossing things out actually made me more committed versus a digital thing. And it's somewhere in between. Sometimes I just run out of cycles. Other times it's oh yeah, I forgot I was going to do that, or I said I was going to do that. So my thinking is we'll probably have 3 different kind of levels: the essential, the core, and the advanced. And I don't like the third term of advanced, so need to workshop that a little bit. But you can go check out that PDF if you're doing kind of Twitter, Instagram, website, kind of just one or two platforms and one or two different features on those platforms. This is perfect for it. And I've given couple different cuts. So you can, kind of figure out, are you just post, or you post in stories, you post stories, reels, that sort of thing. So let me know what you guys think of the tools and templates. I think we're going to refine those, but the idea is to have all three out and available sort of in the mid-December timeframe. I'm using Coda right now, which a buddy of mine is one of their founders. So I get to kind of pick his brain from time to time, but Coda seems to be the advanced or, robust, or whatever magic term I come with for using it. But, that kind of wraps it up for the show. We're moving the weekly rundown a little quicker shows, a little more, 10 minutes and done, which I kind of dig. And the web posts are really crisp, which is one easier, and I think it just gets you the information you need and move on with your day. As always, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe to the show on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Podcasts. You can like, follow, subscribe on Instagram and X at Dailey Blend. You can find me at Read Dailey on X, Instagram.com, LinkedIn, pretty much everywhere. Enjoy your Thursday, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.